In the famous hadith of Jibreel that we are all familiar with, our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was asked 3 questions. What is Islam? What is Iman? What is Ihsan? And then, at the very end, the final question that Jibreel asked him is, what are the signs of the Day of Judgment? What are the signs of the Day of Judgment? And our Prophet ﷺ responded that you shall find the slave girls giving birth to their own masters. And you shall find shepherds that are naked, that are barefoot. And they will be able to build tall buildings. And they will be competing with one another to build these tall buildings. So in this famous hadith of Jibreel, one of the questions, the last paragraph, is about the signs of the Day of Judgment. And the fact that this question is included in the hadith of Jibreel indicates the importance of this whole subject of ashrat as-sa'a, of the signs of the Day of Judgment. Why did Jibreel ask him these questions? What is the relevance of knowing the signs of the Day of Judgment? Why should we as Muslims be cared and concerned about what are the signs of the Day of Judgment? First and foremost, my dear brothers and sisters, when we study the signs of the Day of Judgment, we understand and appreciate how close Yawm al-Qiyamah is. Many of us think that Qiyamah is a faraway thing. But when you read the Quran and Sunnah, then in fact we are far closer to Qiyamah. We are far closer to Judgment Day than obviously the previous nations. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions so many verses in the Quran. اِقْتَرَبَتِ السَّاعَةِ. The Day of Judgment is so close. It is coming closer. اِقْتَرَبَ لِلنَّاسِ حِسَابُهُمْ وَهُمْ فِي غَفْلَةٍ مُعْرِضُونَ. That Judgment Day and Hisab is coming closer and closer to mankind. But they are oblivious and ignorant about what is happening. So the first point, when we study the signs of the Day of Judgment, we understand and appreciate how close it is. The second point, when we understand how close is it, what will happen to us? We will prepare for that day. When we appreciate how close it is, you go to the doctor and the doctor tells the sick patient, the patient suffering from cancer, the doctor says you have 6 months to live. What will this patient do? He will make his affairs in order. He will make sure everything he does, he's thinking wisely about it. So when we understand the Day of Judgment is not far, far away, it is in fact very close, we will be better prepared. So knowledge and action are the first 2 points. The third point of studying the signs of the Day of Judgment is that our iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our iman in our religion, our iman in our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam increases. Now it's one thing to believe. It's quite another thing to really believe. Ibrahim knew that Allah can resurrect the dead. Yet Ibrahim said, oh Allah, show me. Show me. And Allah said, don't you believe? And Ibrahim said, Bala walakin liyatma'inna qalbi. It'll make me feel better. I know I believe, but seeing is believing, as the saying goes. Now, when we see the Quranic verses and the ahadith about the signs of the Day of Judgment, and we see almost every one of them happening in front of us, what will that do to our iman? We will know for sure that our Prophet ﷺ spoke the truth. We will know, and we know this. But again, seeing is believing. We realize what is happening right now, of the bloodshed, of the civil wars, of the turmoils. What is happening is something that has been predicted. Allah is aware, of course Allah is aware. But our Prophet ﷺ told us this would happen. He knew this would happen. And therefore Allah has a plan. It is undergoing, it is taking place. We might not understand the wisdom of each and every point of the jigsaw puzzle, each and every incident that's happening.